Evening, freaks. I'm here to give you a read straight from the hip with lots of lip. And tonight we are going to cater to Sagittarius because, hey, you're first in line, man. It's your season. Happy solar return. Wishing you lots of reasons to celebrate as you move through this next year of your life. We are going to be doing a What's on Deck in December for Sagittarius in this read, and that is for any strong placement, okay? Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, Mercury, Mars, or if you have a loaded ninth house, which is the house of Sagittarius. So if you have a stellium there, 3 or more planets, or one of those really strong placements like I mentioned, you might find resonance with the message that comes on through. Cross watchers, of course, are welcome. Their energy often does come into a reading, so we're going to go ahead and just allow them to come in, but not interfere with the messages that want to come through. This is a Sagittarius reading, okay? Sag, maybe you feel like there's been some people like kind of interfering with your energy, man. They've been kind of like cramping your style, busting your vibe. I don't know where I'm getting this energy from, but we'll see what that's all about. Also, flip roles as necessary, okay? The energy's interchangeable. If I say he and you're saying no, it's a she, apply it as it fits for you. Engage your intuition. Most of all, have a good time, okay? We're here to have some fun, drop in, hang out, and talk about all kinds of stuff together. So just, don't take anything too seriously. Have fun with this, and let's see what's on deck for Sagittarius in December. All right, well, bottom of the deck energy starting off with a bang here, okay? We have the devil, okay? I'm a very strong Libra myself, but I also have a Sagittarius moon. I actually have a Sagittarius stellium. I'm Sagittarius moon, Sagittarius Neptune, and Sagittarius black moon Lilith. So the Sag runs strong in me, okay? And I love Sagittarius energy. Some of my favorite people are Sagittarius because they're so optimistic, right? But there is this other side to the devil, okay? And as a Libra, I can, I can have devil advocacy, down to a fine art. That's kind of our forte. Libra knows how to hold that balance of shadow and light. And I feel like this is kind of this mode that you've been in. You might have Libra strongly aspected in your chart somewhere for this Sagittarius message that's coming through, but I feel like you've really learned how to work with your shadow and own your shadow in a way that's actually really empowering. I feel like for you, a lot of this has been done through the realm of sexuality, pleasure, understanding that pleasure can also be used for ascension, that it can be consciousness raising. And I'm getting like left hand tantric path energy is coming in very strongly, where pleasure is the gateway to higher states of consciousness. I think you've been exploring this. I think, interestingly enough, you've been exploring it within yourself. You're starting to have an awakening of this energy in your body, that you actually can connect with this energy even without having to have like actual physical connection with another human being. And I'm not talking about pleasuring yourself, okay? I'm talking about experiencing the awakening, the stirring of the kundalini, so it's like happening on an energetic level. I think you've learned how to work with this energy. I think you've been working with this. Some of you, I'm not gonna lie, some of you may have been working with sex magic a bit. I have to say that. Oh, no lies detected. Look at this shit. Ace of Wands. The Magician. Yeah, some of you ain't messing around. Look at the Judgment. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, Some of you have been doing some work-ins. It's kind of funny though. How's that working out for you? The Four of Cups. I'm sorry. Of course, you guys open up real spicy, all right? This is this is a really funny story unfolding here. We see right here. There's some couple here. Okay, there's some couple here. Look. There's some couple here. They got something to hash out. Okay, we do see Three of Swords, all right? And I think there's going to be some communication coming. I think somebody's been trying to manifest somebody, okay? Communication is going to be coming in real swiftly here, all right? You're definitely going to see this go down in your season. Eight of Wands is a Sagittarius card, okay? But there's some, I'm getting this, that either you're both air signs, have strong air placements in your chart. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, okay? But I feel like it's the stance, man, with that Queen of Swords where she's like, step to me. This one is kind of like, I'm off in my own zone. You might be given the silent treatment. You might have gone a little cold, I think it's going to warm up. I mean, somebody's trying to manifest somebody. It looks like that. Some Saggies out there have been playing around with some sex magic. They're trying to call someone in. At least they're trying to call in a good time, if nothing else. But I also feel there's those of you who've been taking it to a different level, You've been taking it to more of a consciousness raising level. And this is something that's actually been very interesting to you to understand that sexual energy can also be used for alchemy. All right, you guys got a saucy read, just opening up real saucy, but look at this. I mean, score. I don't know. I think whatever you're trying to manifest here, you're going to have success with that Six of Wands. All right, so whether you've just been holding certain intentions about the kind of connection you're looking to call in, maybe you wrote down the qualities you were looking for in somebody, or it's just something you've been thinking about lately, or maybe there's somebody you're trying to thaw things out with, you want to thaw things out with. There is some kind of ending or separation that's occurred in a relationship. We see that very clearly here. Okay, so we'll find out some more about that situation. But I do pick up kind of like the dead are going to come to life again. There's some kind of reconciliatory energy here. Now, how that turns out, I don't know. I mean, you got a lot of sexual energy on the board. This might have been a connection that in the past might have been more purely sexual or had a strong sexual undercurrent to it. I'm not seeing a lot of cups on the board. In fact, the only cup significator I have is the Four of Cups, okay? And Four of Cups is disappointment. It's like, yeah, the emotional piece maybe was missing, or maybe somebody wasn't emotionally available, and because of that part of this relationship never got cultivated. That's somebody's story. Let's see what we got going on here. That's already a pretty strong basis of the matter, so let's have a look here, okay? What's coming in for Sagittarius Collective over the next month here of December? What's up for Sagittarius Collective? Okay, we got two cards that came out. Ooh. There's something that's going to be revealed here. There's a tower coming. There is a tower coming. Something's going to be illuminated. It's something that's going to take a lot of strength, okay? I don't sugarcoat reads, all right? So if you're somebody that has a difficult time with hearing tough stuff, you might want to tune out. I'm just going to start giving a heads up because I do speak about things pretty bluntly. And sometimes people aren't ready to hear about that, okay? But I always try to point out, ways you can empower yourself in this situation. I do feel like you're going to be facing some kind of tower, okay? And it's coming in with the Strength card. Strength is a Leo card, okay? We don't have any suits on the board, but I don't know. I just feel like it bears mentioning. and Tower card here is associated with Scorpio. I feel like there's going to be some kind of realization about somebody. Could be a Leo. It's a realization that requires you have some courage. Something's being illuminated. I feel like it's this tower. It's more of a like a taken back kind of energy, like kind of shocking. You get a totally different view of somebody. Something totally changes your perception of somebody. You find out something that totally changes your perception of somebody. And this is sort of like this moment that really like blows your mind. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck here. It looks like it causes some anxiety. Okay. There's some anxiety around this. You know, I think this has been actually weighing heavily on you. Maybe you've already gotten some wind of this. Could be around a Queen of Pentacles. Okay. This could also be like a businesswoman, somebody you have a financial connection with. It also can be somebody that is like the partner, you know, that you're building with. That could be in business, but that could also be, of course, in a relationship as well, like a romantic relationship. It's earth sign energy, so strong earth sign placement in the chart, likely. That would be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I also see coming in with this again is the sun. Okay, that's a quintessential Leo card. We got two major arcanas that signify Leo on the board. So I feel like there is this Leo piece coming in really strongly. The person that you may be dealing with might have strong fire and earth placements in their chart. Okay, you could also have a strong earth placement in your chart, Sagittarius. Okay. But there's something here that's caused you a lot of worry in this situation. I think maybe I'm getting like you're worried. You have a direction that you want to head in. You know what you want to do. You've had a lot of worry over making a decision. It's like I'm getting this like fork in the road kind of energy from you. Like you've been trying to figure out which way should I go, and you're about to go down the way less traveled. You know, it's like a crossroads moment. And you know, the thing with the crossroads is the most important moment is the one right before you take the step in your chosen direction. So I feel like that's a choice that weighs very heavily in the balance. It may have been a choice to walk away from a particular relationship. Maybe there's some reason why you had to walk away from a relationship to head in a certain direction. Maybe it was away from a Queen of Swords to go toward a Queen of Pentacles. This was seen as what would bring happiness. Maybe there was something you saw in this situation that you weren't aware of before, and then it ended up actually being a source of anxiety. Ooh, yeah, this is interesting. Yes, yes, okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, so you really thought that there was going to be something that was going to come forward in this situation. You really thought that you were going to have some kind of, you know, fulfillment of what was promised, what was hoped for, you know. It seemed like this promise was on the table, but it really felt blocked. You know, you felt like your forward motion with the chariot coming in with the two of swords here, you felt like it was blocked, like you couldn't go anywhere in this situation. It was like a lot was promised, but nothing was delivered. And something really fell flat. It's caused you a lot of stress. And then it caused some kind of truth to come forward, or will shortly, that's going to really show you something about this person that you didn't realize. And it's going to like be this like, I got wake up call is what came through actually. It's been a big choice that's been on the table for you. You know, with the Lover's energy, this is often about, you know, trying to decide which direction to go. I have to call it out because you do have the Queen of Swords here. The Lover's card is associated with Gemini, okay? And Queen of Swords, King of Swords, that's air sign collective, okay? So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, right? We got both of them on the board, okay? We see there's been a separation here, though. Might have been caused by somebody that had earth and fire strongly aspected in their chart. It's kind of what it looks like here. Something that looked like it was really promising, like there was going to be forward motion there, and nothing happened. We see this with the 8 of Cups. Sagittarius, it's like you walked away from this because you realized that it wasn't going to give you what you were looking for. You want something more. You want something deeper. You want something more fulfilling. You want something like, you don't want anything less than what's going to totally just like rock your soul to the core. I'm picking this up. Like, Sagittarius is moving into more of this expansion when it comes to love, where it has to stimulate them like on a soul level. There has to be that like resonance there, and also the ability to expand into that. Like, you're wanting somebody you can really trip out with, like go way out there with. You want something different than what you've had. You feel like a lot of what you've had in your life in terms of relationship has been about like stifling you, containing you, grounding you, anchoring you, like dragging your energy down, and you don't want that. You want to move into this like, this big expansion energy that you ushered in with that Sagittarius stellium new moon, okay? And I see you doing it. I see you walking away. But I think maybe the initial choice was, to walk away maybe from a Queen of Swords toward a Queen of Pentacles. It wasn't all it was cracked up to be. Not all that glitters is gold. I feel like there was disappointment here. That disappointment was caused because it was a third party situation. There was another element in the mix. It's not always a mistress, okay? Like I said, this is big love energy all over it. This is a love reading. I mean, it would really be a stretch to view it in a business capacity. It would have to be something you were really emotionally invested in. I see this as of matters of the heart, okay? So this is like a deep friendship. It's a lover. It's a marriage. It's a relationship. It could be a family connection. This is something like the heart is invested. What happens here matters. But if it's that case, I mean, we do see this real sexual element, okay? There's this sexual element involved. So maybe, this could be a case of like in a friendship, maybe one friend, okay, the story's coming in, so I'm going to bring it in. In a friendship, maybe you had a good friendship with somebody, but one person really desired the other, sexually. And so this created this unusual dynamic in your connection that caused a separation. You were like, well, I just kind of saw us as like, we work well together. We have a friendship. We hang out at work, we're cool at work. We work well together. This might have been like an office romance kind of thing I got that wasn't really supposed to be an office romance, but it just kind of ended up that way. And then you wanted it to go back to being friends, and it didn't want to go back to being friends, so that caused complications. That story coming in for somebody. Either way, I see this third party influence really caused a lot of upset. This was disappointing. You walked away from it, but like I said, you went into hermit mode, okay? You went into hermit mode and you made the choice to like walk your path on your own. Like, no, I'm just going to do some soul searching for a while. I'm picking up this energy like you're cool with it, like you're like, that's okay. I don't mind doing some soul searching for a while. Let's see the top of the deck here. Yeah, right now we got this moon energy, okay, coming in with this 3 of Cups, okay? So I feel like something's been coming to light about this third party influence. This could also be partying too hard, like somebody in the connection could have been partying too hard, and maybe you were wanting somebody more stable, somebody more grounded, somebody who could kind of like hold it down. So like that's what the Queen of Pentacles represents. It's like moving to a more stable place in your life, moving away from the chaos of being with somebody who maybe had an addiction, of some sort that was causing disruption in the connection. I feel like there's something that's coming to light. In cases with this tower, for some of you, this could be finding out that somebody's been struggling with an addiction and you didn't know that. You know, they're like a highly functional alcoholic, you know, something along these lines. Could be, I mean, we got the King of Cups, you know. The way that comes out, I mean, alcoholism is not a funny matter, you know, it's not a funny matter. And I've had a lot of it around my life, you know, so I know it's no laughing matter. Maybe you kind of laugh at things sometimes, maybe you use humor to deflect a little bit. Maybe you use that to create some emotional distance from what you're feeling about this, but I couldn't help but chuckle because King of Cups, you know, we're talking about alcoholism. You know, there might be a masculine that's struggling, you know, with addiction, and we do have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy with that. Could be a strong Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio placement. And especially in the case of Pisces, when we're looking at that like Neptunian energy, a lot of times it can be a slippery slope for addictive tendencies. So this piece coming in here, all right? Yeah, there's like somebody's trying to find their balance again, all right? And in some cases, there was an imbalance in finances, you know? We talked about the stability piece, wanting stability, and something was happening with the finances. This also could relate to an addiction, you know? If somebody had like a gambling addiction, if somebody liked to play the horses, you know? I don't know. This could have caused a big problem too, because there was a lot of financial instability. I feel like you're looking for something that's like more grounded, but also something that's more soulful. You want something you can count on at the end of the day. I feel like you don't want to be in this energy of this confusion anymore. Yeah, look at this. You want to bring this to a successful conclusion with the world, right? So you're really going to be focusing on this. And I see you're going to overcome it, whatever challenges you've been facing in this regard. I think you're moving toward that stability. I think you're getting to the other side of these relationships that have taken a lot out of you, that have caused you a lot of stress, strain, and worry. I see you really investing in yourself. I see you investing in your growth. I think you're getting in touch with your soul. I think you're leaning in real deep into some stuff that maybe you kind of have held yourself back from feeling, experiencing for a while. I feel like you're about to go on a soul journey, man. I do. I feel like you're about to go on a soul journey. It might actually involve a journey. Let's get some more information here. Give me any clarification on this for Sagittarius. Ooh, yeah. I think you're going to connect with your counterpart, man. I say that because we had that magician come up, right? That opened this all up, right? Talking about manifesting. And look who comes in. We got the High Priestess right here. And this comes in with the Three of Pentacles. So it looks like you're going to be working with somebody. You're going to be working with somebody. Your counterparts. You're going to really grow with somebody. There's somebody you're meant to connect with beyond just like, it's going to be a different kind of connection. This connection is going to actually, where it's really going to turn you on is in the way that it opens you up into expansion, the way it expands your mind, the way it expands your heart, the way it opens up your consciousness to new ways of looking at things. Like, I feel like your mind's going to be blown in this connection. And it's really about how it stimulates growth. This is the turn on with this connection with, I have to say, I think that's really fucking hot. That is hot, you know? Yeah, sure. I mean, there's going to be a good chemistry there. Obviously, this is a total like alchemical union here, right? There's going to be good chemistry. But I feel like it's more like the way that you move into expansion with this person. 24, 33 on the clock when I said that. 2, 4, 6, 33, 6, 6, 6 energy, okay? Plus, 6 plus 6 is 12. That's 3, So it's this connection is all about you two working together, and it's like through you working together and going through this growth process together, you actually move into your purpose. There's something you create together. I feel when these two forces come together, they create something together. And it begins with the growth they spark in one another. It's a really cool message. That looks really cool, but it looks like you're on a journey to get there. That's what I'm picking up. Let's do a cut of the deck energy on this. Let's see what we get here. Yeah, you know, before there's rebirth, you got to go through the death, okay? So I feel like you're really honoring the deaths as you move through December. You are recognizing that something has to be released, something has to be let go. I also think that you're going to be at peace with that decision. And I feel like what you really need to let go of is, this is what's coming forward, is suffering. Suffering, this idea that you have to suffer, that you have to stay in a place of grief. You don't, you know, you don't. And yes, grief is there, but if you start really working on cultivating presence, just bringing yourself into the moment and being very present with your grief when it does show up and letting it move through your body, letting it be released, you know, holding a respectful space for it, maybe writing some really good music, you know, or dancing it out, or making some kind of beautiful artwork with it, you know, expressing it creatively. So you stay connected to that piece, that it, even in grief and even in loss and even in letting go, there's this beautiful like seeds of new life that come through this creative inspiration. And it's that creative inspiration that is that alchemy of the magician, the high priestess, that allows us to like rise from the ashes of the past and bring something altogether new in. I'm feeling like big renewal energy. Let's see what's on the other side. Look at this. This is growth. And this is also you feeling really good and in your element, like so solid. There's that stability, that solidity that you were looking for. This is financial abundance. This is arriving at a place also of really owning yourself. Like this is pre-empress, pre-emperor energies. So it's really about just really feeling yourself, enjoying the life that you are creating for yourself, and finding that self-satisfaction, and not needing any validation from anybody else about your life choices, because you are in this place of knowing who you are, you know, knowing who you are and being self-validating. I feel you're really stepping into your power. I think you're going to enjoy just having some time to yourself to integrate the experiences and also this loss. There's some ending coming. There is a letting go. And I think you're going to give yourself that space to let it go. And you're going to find a lot of peace, ironically, in that place. You're going to find 28 on the clock when I said that, 10. You know that in the letting go is the start of the new cycle for you. And it's what's going to bring all your gifts forward. Everything you want is on the other side of this letting go. And I think you trust that. There's a trust that's building in you. And you're going to be strong enough to hold space for the grief that remains, which I feel like you're through a good portion of it already. You've been kind of grieving while you've been within this connection, within this situation. And once you get free of it, yeah, there will still be some to come. But I kind of feel like it's almost like, you know, that Lisa and the Cult Jam song? It's a real old school song. I'm showing my Generation X here, okay? But it's called, oh gosh, don't lose it now. Don't lose it now. All cried out. All cried out. I knew it would come. It was 29 when I said all cried out. Okay, 11, big alignment. All right. Maybe that song reminds you of somebody. I don't know. There's some piece about that. Go look up that song. I'll put the link to it. I'll actually put the link to it I'll pin it in the comments and you'll have to check it out. The lyrics have some message there for you, Sagittarius. But there's something here about like you kind of feel like you've already done a lot of the grieving. So this last step is just, the actual letting go, the release. And once you've really let it go within yourself, you've opened up this new space. Something really beautiful, a very magical connection is coming forward for you. But I think you're going to walk alone for a little bit longer. And I think you're going to be okay with that. I think you're going to be actually quite content. And that's a beautiful way to open up your new cycle. So, blessings to you.